Benjamin Betts. It's all about the Benjamin Betts, baby. You know what's up? Yes, Benjamin Betts, baby.
Yeah, it is the season, everybody. I know everyone's getting their turkeys ready. Everybody's ready to watch some football. And with that, Benjamin Betts is here to guide you through the seasons. We don't want to have you hanging out with our family. We want to be eating and watching football and making a little bit of money while we're doing. And you're in the right show. This is Benjamin Betts. This is the show where we make bets. All the money that we win is going to charity. With me is my co-host Corey, and we've got some new flavor on the show. Marcus, welcome to the show. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
I'm glad you're here, Marcus. Glad you're here.
Now, listen, I want to remind the listeners here of something, and this is a big reason why Marcus is here. We were cooking last season, if you listen to the show. We were well above 60%. People were making money. Mortgages were getting paid. And then we started betting on Thursday games on Thanksgiving. And this is the fulcrum. This is the turning point of when Benjamin Betts went downhill.
What did we call it? What did we call it?
I feel like there were I don't remember. I felt like there were D-Day comparisons.
The turkey trio. Remember we had the turkey trio.
That's right, the turkey trio.
And it was the Ofer trio.
So here's my promises for today, and then we want to get to know Marcus a little bit better. Corey and I will not be betting on any Thanksgiving Day game. It won't happen. It won't work. I don't trust it. However, Marcus will be helping us.
Oh, we got Marcus here for that.
Will be helping us out.
He had no idea.
Yeah, thanks
to put it back together. But before we get into the craziest, Marcus, again, welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
I'm just a local Wagoan. Just live here doing what I do. Love sports, and I typically just gamble on them. To be honest with you, I mean, it's kind of what I do.
What's like your specialty? Like, would it be NFL? Is it NBA? Is it college?
NCAA is what I've really been focused on over the last couple of years. I've gambled more on NFL this year. I won on the Eagles and the under last night.
Nice.
So it was a pretty good bet for us.
Good.
But just the NFL thing, I kind of got out of it just because of some of the drama and all the other stuff that was going on with the NFL, and I was really into the NCAA. And now the NFL is kind of back into play.
Yeah.
And actually, the NFL has been kind of unpredictable. It used to be where it felt like Vegas knew what the bets were every time. This year, it doesn't seem that way.
Yeah, no, it's been very crazy. Yeah. Some of those, I think it was four games in the last 2 weeks were like spreads of basically you still covered, but the other team won only by like a point, if that makes sense. But you still were able to cover in those close games, which is just crazy to me. So
yeah, it wasn't like that a couple years ago. It seemed like Vegas odds were just going to beat you every time.
They knew. Well, okay, Marcus, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to jump in. You're going to pick each of these three games. Okay. Now we can go all across the board. You can go spreads, money line, over unders. You can alternate bets, whatever you want here. But we'll do one bet per game. Okay. So do you want to just start off? Green Bay at Detroit. It's the first game of the turkey trio.
So Packers Lions. Packers are up. Packers are down 7.5.
Yeah.
You just had Love break a record last week, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Packers.
Okay.
But I'm going to tease it.
Okay.
I'm going to tease the Packers down to 0.5.
Okay.
And then I'm taking the over at 40.
Okay, so we're doing like an alt. So basically, you're alt betting the Packers down to a half a point.
Right.
And then you're taking the over at what?
At 40.
At 40.
The over and under right now is at 47. So if you tease it, you have to do two bets.
Gotcha.
So I'm taking the Packers at 0.5. And I'm taking the over at 40.
And what odds do we get there?
Do you know? Is it
like a plus 100, something like that?
No, you're going to get less money, but I think it's probably the right bet to do.
Okay.
I mean, because it's kind of a crapshoot all the way around.
Yeah.
I think the Lions have been strong ever since they did HBO last year.
Yeah.
They what are they, like 8-2 this year or something like that?
Yeah.
But, 7 points
Yeah.
is a pretty good spread in the NFL. So if you can tease it down
Yeah.
and you can win $50 on the 100, I'm taking that all day long.
And maybe like if someone here on their fantasy team had like Jordan Love and maybe like Romeo Dobbs and I think even a running back on their Packer team probably hasn't been doing super well with those guys. I don't know. It wasn't me. I don't think it's you, Marcus.
I actually have Love on my.
Oh, you do?
Team.
Oh, it's like I knew. It's like I knew.
Yeah, he scored me 28 points last week.
Hey, Marcus, would you have traded Love and the Steelers defense? This is probably after week 2.
Okay.
Love and the Steelers defense for Joe Mixon?
No.
Okay.
No, I would not have. Actually, Love is my backup quarterback. So.
But that was because you. So I should have done the trade. That's what Marcus is
You
saying.
should have.
I should have done the trade. I should have done the trade.
You'd be over 500 now. I probably would be too.
I picked up Love in week 4.
Jared was rooting against me last night. I was in a very close matchup with one of my good friends from back home that I grew up with, and Jared was actively rooting against me, and it was terrible. And
we're both competing for the last playoff spot. What do you want me to do?
Okay, all right. I like that bet. Let's go into the next one, Marcus. We got the NCAA Washington Commanders at the Cowboys.
That's a hard bet for me. I'm a homer.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm a Cowboys fan.
Cowboys fan.
Now, Commanders and or Redskins or Commanders,
whatever you want to call them
nowadays. Yeah, whoever it is. It's a 50-50 game for me on that because they want to just kill each other every single time they play. It's just a rivalry. I'm looking at it. So you got 48.5 is the over, or is the line on that? They're saying Commanders plus 11 right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm taking Commanders. But Cowboys will win.
Okay.
And I'm taking the over.
So you're taking the plus 11.
Commanders.
And the over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'm thinking the Cowboys are going to win by a field goal.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more. Maybe there's some weird stuff that happens.
Yeah.
I hope the Cowboys win because I'm a homer.
Yeah.
But I think 11 points is hard to overcome in the NFL, especially on Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
I'm taking Commanders.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the over.
I think Sam and Jared, you chime in here. I mean, I think Sam Howell for the Commanders could easily get that garbage touchdown. You know that we always kind of talk about.
No, they totally could. And that's the interesting part of both of these bets from Marcus's is taking the spreads, even with the tees for the away team.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. You get these Thursday games coming off a short week, and it just gets mucked up.
Yeah,
like these guys are working hard. I wouldn't want to play on Sunday and then go play on a Thursday.
No,
that sounds miserable.
No. The only thing that scares me, and you could get the cheapy Howell touchdown, but the Cowboys those pick sixes right now they're just on fire, and that could. It could be an 8-point, 9-point game with Washington trying to come down, and then that pick six could mess you up. That's my only concern. I like it. I think you stay at it.
I like it. I mean, I think it could happen.
Yeah.
But I think even with the pick six, I think the Commanders are still going to put points on the board.
Put points on the board.
Yeah. I think there might be pick sixes on both sides of the ball.
I like it.
It's a Thanksgiving Day game.
Yeah.
They all want to eat the turkey leg.
Yeah.
Okay. So like every DB is going to be out there wanting to be on the big screen for his mother eating a turkey leg.
Yeah.
I think there might be pick sixes both sides.
Cool.
Or there might be a pickup six.
Okay.
Right. So I think it's just going to be a shootout.
A little scoop and score.
Yeah.
All right, man.
I like it. Hold on. Now, Marcus, you got to be careful on this next one.
All right.
You know, you said you're a homer for a Cowboys fan. You're talking to a homer Seahawks fan sitting next to you. So just be careful there. You
be careful, Marcus.
Okay.
Be careful, Marcus.
A lot of points right here.
Okay.
A lot of points.
What do you like going into the night game, Niners at Seahawks?
I think it's the same. I think it's a rivalry. I think it's a West Coast battle.
Mm-hmm.
I think that those teams are going to beat the crap out of each other no matter what.
Yeah.
It's 43.5 is the line, 6.5 to the Seahawks. I'm taking Seahawks and the over all day long. I'm not going to tease that at all.
Oh, baby. I did not ask Marcus to do that, by the way. That was his own pick. I love night game in Seattle. Like, come on, guys. What are we doing here? 6.5 points. That's a slap in the face.
Well, here's what we're going to do now, and I think this will be fun to get like an outside opinion. So, Marcus, what Corey and I are going to do now is we're each going to pick 3 games. We're going to leave Thanksgiving to you. Those are the Marcus bets. We will be sure to post those. If you're trying to get on some Thursday betting, do that. Listen to Marcus. Again, Corey and I staying away from this like the plague after the turkey trio of 2022. But let's hop into the Friday schedule as well. What do you like going into this week? And then between each one, I want to give Marcus the opportunity to comment and say, Does he agree with us, or would he say something different?
Oh, I like it. Okay. All right. So we're picking.
Where are you going?
Wait. We're each picking 3 games or
Yeah, we're
2?
keeping our format the same. We're keeping our format the same.
Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, I like this Black Friday game. I think this is really juicy. I hope. I'm sorry. I know, and my team is Seahawks. Jared is a Dolphins fan, so I feel like I might be taking this from him. But
no, you're not. I want no part of this game.
Black Friday means sales, right? Discounts.
Absolutely.
Well, there's a fire sale right now, Marcus, in New York, and it's the Jets, Jets. They're done. They got Tim Boyle. Did you know at UConn? Stat line, NCAA guy. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
1 touchdown, 13 interceptions. 1 touchdown, 13 interceptions. That's
crazy.
That's gonna be the story of this game. 9.5 points is not enough for Miami. It could be minus 18.5 points, and I'd still take them. Give me Miami. Just cover the game minus 9.5. Easy pick here. Their offense will run over the Jets. The defense, they're not bad. That defense is formidable. Is it going to win you a Super Bowl? Probably not. I don't know. But they're not scrubs, and the Jets right now, I think, are going to mess, and they're moving into more of a mess. So give me Miami minus 9.5.
I like that. I'm going to a city where you and I frequented very recently for a lovely weekend of board gaming and alike things. We're going to Indy, baby.
Oh yeah, we're going to Indy.
The AFC South is just befuddling me right now. Like I expected I think I even said at the beginning of the year, I considered Jacksonville an outside Super Bowl shot because they're going to make the playoffs and because they're going to make the noise. Who are right?
Yeah.
I didn't see Houston coming in at 6-4, and then you have this Indianapolis team sitting at 5-5 that is playing better football right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So at home against a Tampa Bay Bucks team that doesn't have it together, minus 2.5 seems great for the home team, especially the way that the Colts are trending. So I like those two, but I want to throw it to Marcus real quick. Marcus, what did you think of Corey's Friday night or Friday game, Black Friday game, and what do you like about what I said on the Colts?
I mean, I don't like his option. I think that the Dolphins will win.
Okay.
Do you think it'll be close though?
No, I don't think it will be.
But it won't be over.
But
10.
I wish the Jets would actually do something, to be honest with you. I mean, I hate that Aaron Rodgers broke his or tore his heel and all that stuff like that. So I think the Dolphins is a good pick on that. I think it's kind of a sure bet.
Sure.
I mean, like I would love for the Jets to upset that program.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. Would they score like 6 points?
Yeah, 6 points.
6 points on Sunday.
The Bills.
I mean, like it's kind of a joke. And I wish that young quarterback would do better. I mean, he was first round pick.
Zach Wilson,
and he can run. He's got wheels of steel.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think they need to move him to a slot receiver and find a quarterback that can actually send him.
What if they should?
They would light him up in the slot. They would light him up in the slot.
I think he should be the placeholder. I've always thought the backup quarterback needs to be your placeholder because then there's so many trick plays.
Not after Romo.
Well, that was a little boo-boo.
Seahawks Romo.
That was a great. We were watching that in Applebee's in Dallas. I thought I was going to get shanked.
Oh God. Never again.
All right, so no go. Not really digging Corey's bet that much. What do you think on our Indy with Tampa coming into Indy?
I think that's 50-50. I think it's a good bet. I mean, like both teams are not great. I mean, 5-5, 6-5. Okay, like so you've got like a 1 game difference between the two of them, and I think they're kind of go back and forth on having a good game and having a horrible game. And it just depends what team shows up. So, I mean, I think a homer is going to be an easier bet, but also a team that wants to come in and destroy someone at home is going to be someone that has more aptitude to do something like that. So, I'll take Indy. I'm probably not going to bet that game. If I'm betting my money right now, I'm not betting that game. Just based on the line and the fact that it's just such a crapshoot right now. I mean, they're basically both suck. I mean, they're not going to do anything.
Okay. Corey, where are you going next?
There's tried and true, Jared, and then there's the things you stay away from. I don't even know what you're saying, and I'm probably taking this away from you. There are what's the phrase? The immovable object meets an unstoppable force. Did I say it wrong?
Yeah.
That's the Chiefs who can't really score. Okay, let's be honest. They have Patrick Mahomes, and that's a shiny thing. They don't put up points. And then you have the tried and true can't get over 20 points Raiders. And they play each other. And this is at 43.5. This is embarrassing for the odds makers in Vegas. Give me under 43.5. And you can alt bet that. If you want to make some more money on this, put that at like 37.5. Because this is not, this ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole. Marcus, if you don't know, 6-0 this year on taking the under on any game the Raiders are in.
Yeah.
That has been that. If we could just make one bet every week and put all our money on it, charities would have been very happy so far. So that was the surest thing of the slate, in my opinion. Give me under 43.5. Chiefs at Raiders.
Oh, good. You barely dodged.
What?
Taking Chiefs at 9.5?
No, we're taking under 43.5.
Oh, just one bet.
Just one bet. We're just one bet. Just one bet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say this because I'm taking the bet. I'm taking the bait on this one. I'm taking the bait on this one.
Take it.
The quarterbackless Cleveland Browns.
Oh no.
Against the trending Denver Broncos, who still win but don't put up massive amount of points. This is a very low under.
Oh.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care at all. Maybe if this game was at Cleveland, sure, fine. But it's in Denver. It's getting colder out there. I understand Cleveland, it gets cold there too. There's no way this game is not like a 1930s game where the game ends 9-3 in favor of one of the other. This game, the line could be set at 25.5. And I don't care. I'm taking the under. Take the under.
You don't think Russ will cook in this one?
No, we're talking about one of the best defenses in the NFL right now. They just can't do anything on offense.
All right.
This is an easy under. Easy under.
Okay. You're
Marcus,
under 35.5.
Under 35.5. Marcus, what do you think on the 2 under bets?
If I'm just picking one bet, because I typically tease and all those different
things
like
that.
that. Okay, so if I'm just taking one bet, under definitely on the Broncos game because those teams are horrible.
Yeah.
Chiefs game.
You're not liking the under on the Chiefs game?
I don't like the under on the Chiefs game.
No,
I don't.
You know this is not the same Chiefs team, right? They just don't score.
It's not.
You did the under,
and we don't have Taylor Swift going to be at the stadium.
There's no Swiftie.
So there's no Swiftie. So Kelsey's going to probably only score one touchdown, maybe. Right?
Maybe. Yeah.
Because he's going to be distracted checking his Instagram, make sure what she's doing.
He gave me a heart attack last night. The guy I was playing in fantasy had him, and I was sure to lose after that touchdown happened. I grinded.
If Scantling catches that ball, you also lose. Like, it was crazy.
Wait, was I only up? Because I wasn't even up a point. Yeah, he would have got the extra point there. I was no. But I think I hear you. But I think Hurts would have gotten them down the field for a game-winning or a game-tying field goal. And I had the field goal.
You could argue that, but you would have at least been down. You would have at least been down.
It was a crazy game. Hey, and Marcus, I will say, so we picked these 6 games. We do a 6-team teaser.
Oh, really?
We're gonna we tease all these together.
Tease them together.
Yeah, sorry. So we do tease.
No, we parlay.
We parlay them.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry. And then we do a 2-team teaser at the end.
But I got the over on that game.
Sorry.
I think the Chiefs are going to come in after losing to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Which they should not have lost that game.
Sure.
Because they were up. Second half, Philly came in. They absolutely put no points on the board. And if Reed doesn't come in and put his foot in their butt all week long to go put up 35 points, I don't think they're not a Super Bowl contender this year.
Okay.
And so I think that they're going to come in. I think the Chiefs are going to score 35 points themselves.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We noted. It has been said. All right.
No, I may be wrong. Whoever's betting on this right now, listening to this, like, don't.
No, do exactly what Marcus told you.
Don't send me any hate mail or whatever.
the hate mail's coming.
That's what I'm taking though. I'm taking the over. So if you lose, I lose. So we're both in the same boat.
All right.
What you like for your last one, Corey?
We got Buffalo at Philly. Okay. The Bills, I know their record has not been great this year, but they have been in games. Okay. They have competed. Their plus minus If you had to take a guess what their plus minus is this year, what do you think it is? I'll ask each of you that question.
Plus or minus on the
Like,
spread?
yeah, like their point differential on the year for the Bills. They're 6-5. What do you think their point differential is?
7.
7. Marcus?
I mean, they just beat somebody to death last
They
week.
did.
So you're talking about an average?
Yeah, or like the total for the year. Like if you add up all how much they won and lost by.
Probably 4.5.
4.5. 104 plus. They are plus 104 points. That's second. That's second in the league.
Wait. You said average, though.
Oh, did I mean average? Total is what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Well, even
like-
if let's play your averages. They would have been like 40. You would have been at like 40 or 45. You still would have not been close. Okay. The point
Doing the
being,
math right now.
the
Doing the math.
point being, they either blow you out or they keep it close. So, give me Buffalo plus 3.5 at Philly. I just think the Eagles, they're not going to blow the Bills out. The Bills are going to be a second half team. They're going to keep this game close. They might lose by a field goal, but they'll cover the game. They'll cover the spread. Give me Bills plus 3.5.
All right. I burned us last week on this pick, but Mike Tomlin is my ride or die. And I just don't know how you can roll into a Burrow-less Cincinnati and not come away with a win after the big news this morning that you fired your offensive coordinator. Right? Because like we've seen this year. Like these coaching positions get lost. The team seems to galvanize around it. It really doesn't matter who the new person is for this week. And then you just have big offensive pushes. Like I think it will open up that. If Burrow's in this game, I wouldn't take this, but I'm taking Pittsburgh minus 1.5 going into Cincinnati this week.
Pittsburgh minus 1.5. Okay.
Yes.
They're only
Marcus, your thoughts?
Yeah, that's not match. Okay. Yeah, what do you think, Marcus? What do you think of those last two? Bills plus 3.5, Pittsburgh minus 1.5.
So you took the Bills?
I took the Bills.
I think that's a good bet.
Okay.
I actually think I think it's. I mean, it's hard. I mean, when you get down on those like sub 5 numbers, is what I would tease, and I would take 2 bets at the same time. But like if you're gonna just take it straight up.
Well, I'm going to take the points. I'm going to take the Bills plus 3.5.
What the straight up?
Yeah,
just the money line.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, 3.5 is. I mean, that's field goal.
That's field goal.
Right. That's field goal.
Yep.
I think that is a pretty good bet. I think if you're going to put that in there and you just want to put one bet in, I think that's probably the right bet to do on that game.
Ooh, you heard it from Marcus here first. The one bet of the week. Take the Bills.
I got his blessing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But if you
All right,
tease
think-
you change that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We're just going to start calling you the tease.
I mean, I just look at the lines and anything. I look at I do it for a living. I just look at majorities and minorities all day long.
Yeah.
On a spreadsheet. So
Marcus is in insurance. If we didn't cover this earlier, yes, the riveting field of insurance.
Riveting. It's so exciting. So exciting that at 1:00 on a Tuesday, I'm here doing this podcast with you.
We do
All
work.
right.
We do work.
Will Pittsburgh go into Cincinnati and win by more than 1.5?
No.
Ooh, okay.
The Bengals.
Okay.
No. I mean, I think Pittsburgh will win, but I think it'll be a barn burner. I don't know if the 1.5 is going to cover it.
Oh,
Okay.
I like that. I
think it'll be a 1-point game.
1-point game. Game-winning field goal by Pittsburgh doesn't cover it. That would be awful.
That'd be dirty. All right, we're gonna head into the last section of our show right now. And Marcus, I know you're new to this, but this is right up your alley. Okay, this is what we call making the mortgage. This is a bet that Corey. It's a 2-team teaser parlay.
Yep.
And right now, Corey's 500 on the year, I believe. Or what are we at? Are we 5-6 or?
We're 5-6. You know what? We were 5-3, and now we're on a 3-game loser. But that's okay. So you've only lost one of your months of your mortgage right now, which you can make that back. You just put.
You should have 6 months anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, like
completely.
You got 5 months left.
Yeah, so you're fine. So Marcus, the idea here is whatever your mortgage is, it could be $1,000 a month, could be $4,000, whatever your mortgage is.
Yeah.
You can take that money, put it on this game, and then you'll double it, and you'll have your mortgage for the month. So that's the point here. So you get ready. It is a 2-team teaser, but we add 4.5 points, which
Parlay, 2-team parlay.
we do a 2-team parlay and we tease it down, so we get it at plus 100. Okay, we go even odds, so it's a coin flip, but it's not really because come on, guys, this is gonna hit. So we're gonna take this. Either of you English Premier League fans?
I am actually.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I watch soccer.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't. Jared, you don't watch much, do you, or do you?
I root for Wrexham.
Yeah. Is that a fantasy team? Is that a make-believe team?
That's the team that the 2 American actors bought.
Oh yeah.
And they have that show.
Well, much like them, didn't their team get taken from relegation up to the Premier League? Didn't that happen?
Well, they're not all the way up at the Premier League.
Oh, okay. Well, kind of fitting. We're going to start at the game here that this is actually happening. It's one of these teams is getting relegated, and the Georgia Bulldogs are moving up to the NFL next week. The Patriots at the Giants, and sadly, contractually, this game has to happen, which is really unfortunate. 33.5 points seems like a daunting number to get to for Danny DeVito. Not Danny DeVito. Tommy DeVito. And I think no, Mac Jones is not the quarterback anymore. Didn't he get demoted? It's I'm blanking on the dude's name. Either way, not happening. We actually going to add 4.5 points to this. So now it's 38 points. There is no way on this beautiful earth that they're going to get to 38 points in that game. Now we take it to the Monday night shellacking. I don't know why I called it shellacking. The Bears at the Vikings. Both of these teams, they just gunning. They're just going to put up points. So we're going to go the other way. We're going to get this. It's 43.5 is the over. We're teasing that down to 39 points. Over 39 points. Yeah. Dobbs, I think Fields, he's back. Did he get hurt again?
Fields is back.
He's back.
He played last week.
29 points? They put up some points. They're in Chicago. Your boy, DJ Moore. He's going to catch it.
Hell, he had a great week. We need another DJ Moore week.
He's going to catch a touchdown. I have gone against the Vikings in 3 straight weeks, and I've lost on all of them. This time, hey, dude, I'm neutral with you guys. So let's just score some points, Vikings. Plus 39 points. So the teaser is under 38 points for the Patriots at the Giants, and then over 39 points, Bears at Vikings. That's your 2-team teaser. And you can make your mortgage.
That seems really solid to me. That seems very solid.
Call your banker. Just call. Get this ready. Pull the money out. Put it down. We're fine. You're all good. I know. There's been, last week was rough. The week before, not so good. But this is the turning point now. Get this back on track.
Are you guys sponsored by these 2 horrible teams to where people are gonna we're gonna watch this horrible game? I mean, it's like the worst game. Like no one watches these games.
We are sponsored by the Patriots. Bill Belichick. He's coaching for a new job next year
Sent
somewhere.
You a sweater?
Yeah. The Vikings. We got some swag by the Vikings. Yeah, but that's a mortgage, man. There we go. Make it happen.
Well, you've got a lot. If you're listening out there, you've got a lot to work with this week. This is a very fun week of football. It kind of spreads out over a long period. You can roll with Marcus and his teaser bets on Thursday. Check us out for our 6-team parlay or bet those games individually. And then Corey, you got the mortgage on lock. It sounds like this week. Bounce back to 500, go 6-6. And then we get into the grueling month of December where just about anything can happen.
Close out the season strong. I like it.
Yeah. But that's going to wrap us up for our week here on Benjamin Bets. Marcus, thank you so much for joining us. It was a blast to have you. And check us out next week. We'll be looking forward to collecting our 6-team parlay for the first time in 2 years. And
gonna happen.
Getting out of those Turkey Day games, baby.
All right, man. For all y'all, we'll see you next time on the Benjamin Bets Podcast.
Cha-ching.
Cool.
Yeah. It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.
Frozen.
heroes. Gonna tell you about pros and foes and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hey, I'm Zach,
And I'm Mike.
and we have a fantastic new podcast to tell you about. Bros, Foes, and Heroes. It's the two of us looking into the world of comics, breaking down some characters that you may have never heard of, and some that are just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, so Zach comes up with a character each time, and I go into it just completely blind. I don't know who this person is or what their abilities are or anything, and basically I guess we kind of go over their origin story and just some of the ridiculous stuff that maybe, especially Golden Age stuff.
Oh, Golden Age stuff is always the best, and we will make sure to highlight all of the shenanigans and just absolute weirdness of everything.
Yeah, that's right. So subscribe today and follow us on Instagram at Bros, Foes, Heroes.
And if you don't, I know where you live. Not really, but please subscribe.
Bros and foes and heroes. Gonna tell you about bros and foes and heroes. Gonna tell you about.
Hi, I'm Hank. You might remember me from a show called King of the Hill. Check out a King of the Hill rewatch podcast. These boys ain't rap, but they are funny. Find the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemedianetwork.com. I tell you what.